Good morning, second graders. So today I'll be reading chapter 5 from The Swamp Monster in third grade. This one is Lizards in the Lunch Line. So just a reminder, when we had left off yesterday, this is what was happening. The two swamp monsters, Jake and Dominic, were at Emily's house. Emily decided that where they were around all those people wasn't really a good spot for them, so she wanted to kind of get them out of there. So, these swamp monsters are, really surprised by all of the new things that, they're seeing in a house because they're not used to being inside a house because they're swamp monsters. So when this chapter had ended, they were going to have a snack. Emily opened the refrigerator. It says Frank helped her by grabbing cheese and carrots. No, Jake screamed, but it was too late. So we don't know, what happened or what that means. It's too late. So we'll have to find out in this chapter what it was too late for. This chapter is called Carrots, so it might have something to do with those carrots that were pulled out of the fridge. Stop! Emily screamed when she realized her mistake. But it was too late. Dominic had already taken a big bite of a bright orange carrot. What's wrong? Dominic asked, with chunks of carrot dribbling out of his mouth. Spit it out, Jake yelled. Dominic shook his head and stuffed another carrot into his mouth. No, it tastes great, he mumbled. You don't understand, Jake said. That's what made me turn into a human. Carrots? Ryan asked. Uh-oh, Frank said. I didn't know that. Why didn't you ever tell me? Let's get it out of his mouth, Jake yelled. The kids grabbed Dominic's slippery arm to get the carrots, but it was too late. Dominic fell to the floor and howled in pain. Help! My head is killing me! All the faces around him swirled together into one huge face, and he felt like throwing up. Dominic reached out to Jake and begged, Help me! Dominic grabbed the fin in the middle of his head. He closed his eyes and fainted. Did I kill him? Frank moaned. All the kids stood as Dominic lay still on the floor. So we didn't know that carrots are what changed swamp monsters into people. Jake knelt down next to his cousin and felt his neck. I think he's okay. He's just really sick. Carrots make me sick too. So here's the picture. Oh, this doesn't look so good. So here's Dominic laying on the kitchen floor because he ate a carrot. Emily jumped back from Dominic. He's changing. The kids stared as Dominic's skin slowly changed from bright green to a pale yellow. This is so cool, Ryan said. Look at his feet, Tommy said. Dominic's huge webbed feet shrank until the webs were gone and only very white human feet remained. Ryan clutched his stomach as he stared at Dominic. I think I'm going to be sick, Ryan groaned. That's the strangest thing I've ever seen, Frank said, staggering back against the kitchen counter. It's like a video game come to life. That's no game, Jake said sadly. That's my cousin. I just don't know what I'm going to do about it. Dominic shook his head and sat up. Wow, he said, those carrots have quite a kick. He rubbed his head with his webless hand. Dominic suddenly noticed his white skin and webless hands. This is awesome, he shouted. He stood up and danced around on his new feet. It's just like you said, Jake. I'm a webless creature, which is a human in the story. Dominic grabbed a carrot and thrust it at Jake. You eat one too. Then we can go to school, and I'll know what it's really like to be one of the webless creatures. Jake looked at Emily. She frowned. He knew what she was thinking. 2 swamp monsters in one school might be 2 swamp monsters too many. And that's the end of the chapter. Here is Dominic after he has been turned into a person. You can see that he has like really spiky hair, kind of like how he, a little bit of how he looked as a swamp monster. Oh boy, so chapter 6 is called School. So Dominic is actually really excited about being a person, it sounds like, and not a swamp monster, and he'll be getting to go to school. I'm kind of wondering about Jake, though, if Jake will eat a carrot and become a a webless creature too, so that he can go to school with his cousin Dominic, to kind of help him or look out for him or experience that with him. So we'll have to find out in this next chapter. I don't know what would happen if Dominic just kind of went to school by himself. That might be interesting. All right, so I will read the next chapter tomorrow, and have a great day. It's beautiful weather today, so hopefully you can get outside and enjoy the day. All right, bye.